All right. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the channel, man. All right. So, another season, another failed season, another wild card exit. Who would have thought, right? We are back with another Packers season review, man. And it took me a minute to really just process the whole season. Forget about the fact that we blew what was it? We was up like 21-3. Forget the fact that we blew that lead. This whole season altogether it was just a whole mix of emotions for me personally, and maybe even other Packers fans as well. So I guess we should start by saying the beginning of the season, at least for me, it was pretty good. I would say, at least for me, the fact that we got Micah, he was an absolute game changer for us. I already knew that from the beginning, and I'm sure most football fans can agree that we all knew that. But man, it was like him being on the defense, it was like night and day, man. Like it did take him a minute to, get in the handle, what's the word I'm looking for? Get in the mix of things as far as the system and everything, but man, he was pretty much just on a rampage. Like, I want to say pretty much after that Dallas game, which I'm still upset about. I don't even want to talk about that. But after the Dallas game, Michael was really just clicking. And, man, it really sucks that we lost him in the Broncos game. And pretty much ever since he's been out, our defense has been, in the nicest way possible, mediocre at best. Like, and I don't want to say like, Micah is pretty much the guy that takes us. He is the final piece. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the reason. With him being out, it's not the whole reason why we're trash. Of course, with our defense, we were hampered with injuries, I believe. A few of our guys, I want to say in that Ravens game, we was out with like a lot of guys. But yeah, shout out to Micah, man. I really enjoyed him being on the team so far. So at least for me, I don't want to consider it as a success, but man, if he can just stay healthy along with the team that we have so far, well, you know what? I don't want to say the team we have. I think there needs to be a few changes, but as far as Michael being on the team, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I want to go and say this, right? Now, as far as my breakout star, I think I said Matthew Golden was going to be our breakout star. I want to give a shout out. Matter of fact, no. Let me please stand up. Hold on. All right. Let me give a round of applause for Romeo motherfucking Doubs. Wow. I am so sorry for talking so much shit and trash to Romeo Doubs. I think what surprised me the most is that it didn't take him so many like years, or at least even later in the season, for him to improve. As soon as he was trash last season, he started getting to work immediately this season, and he was clicking on all cylinders, man. You talking about, rather Jordan Love is throwing prayers up in the air and he catches the ball. There's times where he's being, grabbed at times and there should have been an offensive penalty. He still grabs it. there was man that Dallas game. Oh man, that Dallas game, like don't get me wrong, the season he had so far was stellar, but that Dallas game was what really made me open my eyes and be like, holy shit, like this guy's catching it while he's being double teamed. And like that Dallas game, that was the best game I've ever seen out of Romeo Doubs, no doubt. And I can't be nothing but just be happy for him, man. And you know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that I ever talked trash to you. I'm sorry I ever put you in trade packages to get some of value of you. Man, like, wow, just Romeo Doubs was just, he amazed me the most out of anybody this season. And that includes Micah. So, yeah, if there is a most improved player in the NFL for the NBA's comparison, I mean, does that count as comeback player of the year? I'm not sure. I want to assume yes. Like, let me guys, like, can you guys tell me, is the comeback player of the year the NFL's comparison to the NBA's most improved player? I'm not sure about that, but if there is an award for that, man, give that to Romeo Doubs, please. That guy was, wow. He was one of the best things this season. And yeah, as much glaze that I'm giving him, he deserves it. So shout out to Romeo Doubs. The most disappointing so far. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying it, man, but I think it's time to have a talk with Matt LaFleur. And it took me a while for me to process this. And I think most Packers fans were pretty much leaning towards him parting ways with the team. I believe even Franchise Sports TV even made a video about that. So if you guys haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Franchise Sports TV. He's a supporter and a friend of the channel. Tell him that your boy sent you over there. Yeah, for me, it was a little bit on the fence for me at first, but I think what really made me lean towards him parting ways with the team, or him or us moving on from Matt LaFleur, was really that Eagles game. And man, like, the stakes were high for us in that game. Like, not only we didn't score that many points, but if you even look at before the game, we had, I believe, we had a chance to, I don't want to say clinch, but we had a chance to at least keep that number one spot in our division. And not only that, but we had a chance to, I believe, even be at the top of the conference. Wow. And he blew it. I don't know what else to say, but he blew it, man. And, yeah, it was that game. It was the Eagles game. It was the Cowboys game. And it was the Panthers game. I was going to put the Browns game in there as well, but I think so many people convinced me that, it was a defensive-minded game. All right, I get it. Fine. If you want to say it's a defensive-minded, it was one of those defensive games where defense wins the game, then fine. So be it. I've already waved the white flag on that argument. All right, but yeah, there was no excuse to lose that team, to lose to the Eagles, and even the Cowboys at that. Like, don't get me wrong, Dak was on an MVP caliber level this season, but like, bro, come on, man. Like, and then the Eagles game on top of that. Oh my God, the Panthers game too. That was wow. I think that pissed me off more than the actual Browns game. That really did. Now, I do want to get to Matthew Golden. He, for the most part, I'm not gonna have any comments on him so far because he's a rookie, but what I will say is this: I am disappointed on how Jordan Love didn't give him the ball as much. And when I mean the ball as much, I mean by he didn't give him 0 receiving touchdowns. Like, I found out the other day while the game was going on that Matthew Golden had absolutely no receiving touchdowns aside from that game and the wild card. Like, man, you know what? I'll just say this. Please just build some chemistry going on to next season. That's all I'll say. He did fairly well. He was a good route runner. I did enjoy it. He was a good slot receiver, a good route runner. And for the most part, he did make his receptions. He did make a few catches. And yeah, he was all right for the most part. I shouldn't expect this much because he's a rookie, but going on to next season, I hope him and Jordan Love just really get something going as far as those two having chemistry. Jordan Love and Romeo Doubs, they were clicking. Like, wow. Even when I think, and I hate to keep mentioning Romeo Doubs, the Romeo Doubs glaze may be in play here, but man, it's like even when Jaden Reed was out, I believe there was times where Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft were out. Romeo Doubs, like, I need that chemistry of what him and Matthew Golden have. Like, Jordan Love and Matthew Golden, I need that chemistry with, him and Romeo Doubs. Like, that's the chemistry we need. Or even him and Jaden Reed, I would at least like that. All right, so as far as the season goes, well, it was a roller coaster, like I mentioned early in the video. I was mixed in emotions. It was honestly the complete opposite of what I wanted or what we had last season. Like, last season, we were able to beat fringe playoff teams, but we weren't able to beat playoff teams. And now we were able to beat playoff teams, at least for the most part. And now we're losing to even bad teams. So it's like the complete opposite. Like, what is going on here? Like, oh my God, man. Look, it's one thing if we lose to the Eagles, right? But losing to, like I mentioned, the Panthers. We lost to the Broncos, which they're in the AFC right now. Congrats to them. But man, like, it was just the complete opposite of what I wanted last season, or what I reviewed last season. So, yeah, I get it. We're young. We still have some experience under our belt now that we got Micah. I just want this team to build some chemistry. That's all I'm really asking for. If we can build some chemistry and develop our young guys like Matthew Golden, we can develop Lucas Van Ness, we can develop guys like Edrin Cooper. I think we can be a pretty solid team. And if we can really just stay healthy. This season, we was just hampered with injuries. And, yeah, if we can just do all that, we can be a very great football team next season. And before I end this video, I also want to give out shout out to Malik Willis. I don't know why I said Patrick. I was going to say Malik Willis. And I'm thinking of the 49ers player. I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to Malik Willis. He showed up and showed out while Jordan Love was hurt. I believe he's going to be great somewhere, man. Now, me personally, I think we should keep him. I think we should keep him. He's a pretty solid backup to Jordan Love, if you ask me. He held his ground against, even though we lost, he held his ground against the Ravens and somewhat of the Bears. I wish him the best, man, because I know some NFL team's going to call him and put him in the starting lineup to, let him be their next franchise QB of whatever team calls him and picks him up. Shout out to Malik Willis. Shout out to the brother, man. He deserves it. Nothing more, nothing less for me to say about him. And, yeah, I think as far as the breakout season, I already mentioned it's Romeo Doubs. The least that I think we should do is we need to get some corners. Like, the fact that we signed Trayvon Diggs, like, the fact that he was our best option, really? Like, I like Xavier McKinney and all those other guys, but come on, like, there's no way out of all the people we should have gotten, we got Trayvon Diggs, the guy that knocked up, what's her name? That little pass around. What's her name? DDG's ball. India Love, that's her name. Yeah. Damn, I'm such an unk. The fact that it took me a while to, remember her name. Wow. But anyway, yeah, we need some better corners. Nixon was great. I did like Nixon. Let's keep him. McKinney was solid. We're keeping him. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. I think the one game that really I wish we could have won was the Bears game. And I'm not talking about the wild card game. I'm talking about what was it, the Week 18 game? I feel like we had that game in the bag. Oh, there's another thing I also wanted to mention. Wow. Wow. We signed back Matt LaFleur. I don't know how I feel about it, at least not yet, but I just hope he makes the right decisions. God. Damn, I'm feeling like Foghorn Leghorn. I'm sorry if I cannot talk today. He's like, if he can make the right play calls and the right decisions that he can make for this football team, I have no problem with it. But the fact that we haven't pretty much went to the NFC Championship game since Aaron Rodgers. Man, we haven't had the first seed in the division since Aaron Rodgers. We haven't went to an NFC conference game or championship game since Aaron Rodgers. 3 straight wild card exits. Oh, I'm sorry, not wild card exit. I think we had what was it? It was 3 wild card exits, and I think we were out in the divisional round. Jordan Love's first full season starting. I just expect more from Matt LaFleur. I really hope so. If he's our guy, I just hope he knows what he's doing. Because, man, if it was really up to me, I think we should have hired Mike McDaniel. But, nonetheless, that's pretty much the end of this video, man. And, yeah, till next time, I'm off this.